7th of May. It's almost 2 weeks now since we visited the allotment. We thought about going today, but probably not. We've already had one hail shower. Temperature outside's 8 degrees. Might give it a miss and see if it warms up after the weekend. Tomorrow's down to be wet and windy, so I don't think we'll get there tomorrow. I was just wondering what your greenhouse looked like if you've got one now. Well, this bit's where perennial stuff from outside in pots has been overwintering. Haven't got around to moving them out yet. Get frost. Most nights we had 23 frosty nights in April, and we've started off with a couple in May, so I haven't actually got round to moving any of this stuff out yet. Rest of the greenhouse, well, it's fleece heaven. This is how it looks. Every morning I have to come in, take off the fleece, have a look, see if everything survived the overnight temperatures. So normally, before I take off the fleece, I have a quick look to see what the temperature fell to overnight. So I'll do that now. I'll go and have a quick look at the thermometer. So for us, to be honest, that's quite a mild night in the greenhouse, 2.2. The last few nights have been 1 point something, but as you can see, it's 17 now, so it's not too bad. And it has been 27 in a bit of sunshine this afternoon, this morning, but now it's clouded over. Sun's gone, it's cooled off a little bit. So I'll show you now what's been under the fleece. Our 3 tubs of Casablanca potatoes are a little bit out of control, but they're growing well, no complaints with them. I've probably moved them outside now, but they're just going to get frosted, so they've stayed in the greenhouse. Besides them, we've got 3 tubs with carrots in, and it's been a job to get them to germinate. It's probably not too bad in that tub, but I've gone through 2 packets of seeds to get to this stage, and they were planted when? 15th of April, I think. I might just have to... 15th of March these tubs were sown with carrots, and that's the progress we've got to by early May. Germination's been very poor, but I've just put that down to the cold weather. Our leeks are just about ready to move on a little bit now, so they'll grow on. They're a bit crowded in there. Our tomato plants aren't moving very much. I don't think they're enjoying the cold nights. And if we have a look over here, these seedlings that I'm going to just prick out this afternoon, I think, rather than visit the allotment, have been in there for a month. That's a month's growth in there, and germination's been a bit mixed. In fact, some are still trying to germinate. Most of our potatoes ought to be in the ground by now, but most of our potatoes are still in the greenhouse. We have got some in the allotment. We've got some early Casablancas and a couple of rows. I think we put some Apache and some we got from Thompson and Morgan. I'll put on below what we've put in. Hoping we'll get these in. It's down to rain tomorrow, so I'm going for Sunday or Monday to get these potatoes in the ground. We've got some trays down here with our second crop of broad beans waiting to germinate. These are the best lettuces. We've got just 3 left from an early sowing, no, 4 left in there from an early sowing, and the next batch coming on in there. Our new dahlias are looking alright. They've been protected here. If they go outside, they'll just get whacked by the frost, which we are getting most nights. Hosta's looking rather nice. That's left over from my plant display last year. That's survived in here over winter. I've some more brassicas here that I'm going to prick out to grow on this afternoon, and there's some zinnias, some statice. I think those asters over there look as though they might benefit from being potted on. These are tumbler tomatoes, again growing on steadily in the cold nighttime temperatures. These are the geraniums that survived over winter in the greenhouse. They've been tidied up, just being left now to grow on. We had some strawberries for free from Thompson & Morgan. They've been potted up and they're growing quite well. There's a couple that have gone, but there were more plants than they suggested there would be, so no complaints about those as they came for free. And then another tray of tomatoes that are growing steadily. These ones were moved down to the house if a frost was forecast, but I got fed up because I think they were just getting a frost every night. So I left a few in here as a tester one night, and then they seem to survive, so they're just getting covered with fleece every night now. We'll have a look outside now in the cold frame. So our sweet peas have been out in the cold frame for a week or so now. So that's a job for the allotment, to get some frame up at the allotment and get these sweet peas moved there. These are strawberries that we got from DT Brown. These are Malwina. They've been out here for a few days now. Soon be ready to go to the allotment, but I'll leave them to grow on a little bit more before. And these are strawberries Christina A. Again, I'll let them grow on a bit before I take them down to the plot and leave some spare space to move other things into the cold frame. Our new lupins ready for planting out in this bed, and a few up the allotment are looking alright. One of these was absolutely covered in green fly, and I brought them outside thinking the birds might clear some of the green fly, and to be fair, I have to admit the birds have done a brilliant job. I've only got a photograph of what this plant looked like, but I'll bob that photograph so you can see just how many green flies the birds have cleared. Our perennial bed at home is looking very nice. It's been looking very nice for quite a while now. One thing that has concerned me is all the tree fruit, in fact nearly all the fruit, has flowered through this frosty weather. Our John Downey crab apples covered at home. It will be an interesting year to see just how much fruit actually sets. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now.